Like that's ever gonna happen.
Earth has never been more peaceful since the last 3 years. Yet someone had other plans, and that's none other than the evil Dr. Eggman. But Sonic is here to stop him as he dashes through all of his Quakers and robots with these through the most beautifully rendered cutscene known to man. Eggman puts matters into his own hands by using his mech, which has too many arsenals, but striction so it doesn't really matter. But Sonic dodges them all with perfect ease. But Eggman had enough of his smart moves, and it seems like he got the last by having him in his grasp. But unfortunately for him, Sonic had the Chaos Emeralds with him, and goes super, which ensues into a full-on chase scene, and did I mention this was the most beautifully rendered cutscene known to man, and destroys all of his tech in his path, and eventually has Eggman cornered.
Well, this is new. Showing remorse, Eggman? If you played nice.
But turns out all of this was a trap all along, and he strips Sonic of all of his powers. And he also destroys the Earth in the process of summoning a powerful demon. And Sonic is experiencing side effects. Eggman summons the demon in order to create his own amusement park. I mean, it's not like I already covered that already. Oh yeah, he also yeets Sonic back into orbit, cause sure, why not? Then he gets put into a bubble, but then it pops and he falls into his death, and then he runs into the Gooby Snoober, and Gooby Snoober has serious brain damage. But Sonic decides to help Snoober, and he's gonna help him find his memories back, and the two become the best of friends. I feel like I've seen this before. Where have I seen this? Oh, shoot. So Sonic tells them about the weird Chaos Emeralds and now they're messing up with, but then Gooby Snoober gets sidetracked by the delicious looking ice cream ever. Okay, not gonna lie, I want that ice cream now. And then they decide to run around Greece to see if anyone knows Gooby Snoober. Unfortunately, they don't find nobody that knows Gooby Snoober, and Gooby Snoober has yet to find his memories back. And then Sonic reverts back to this, and it only happens at night. Yeah, they're not even freaking trying to hide it at this point. This is literally just Shrek. They run into the ice cream man again, and he's now the Professor Espresso, and Sonic has new stretchy powers. Meanwhile, Tails is in danger, but Sonic saves him, and they have to go to Spagonia to find Pickle so that he can explain everything to them. Well, it's time for a Sonic and Gooby Snoober worldwide adventure. Sadly, Pickle has been captured by Eggman.
I'd rather be dead.
They find Pickle, who's more worried about his sandwich not being made right than his own life. They rescue him from the evil clutches. Pickle then explains it that the interdimensional demon has destroyed the Earth centuries ago, but thanks to Eggman destroying it way before its awakening, Sonic is given enough time to seal the Earth back together by restoring all power to the Chaos Emeralds. And Eggman is bothering Africa.
We're not telling you anything!
Sonic shows up to intervene, but then Eggman leaves anyway because he's a loser. Then the two entered one of the 7 Gaia temples, and that's where they restore one of the powers of the Chaos Emeralds, and also restore one piece of the Earth. Jiggy's gotta do this 6 more times. They run into a couple of guys dancing in the middle of nowhere, only to find out they're possessed by nightmares, but then they get saved afterward. Then they run into a dead man, and then before they can even help, they'll have to deal with Beam Up. Luckily, the dead man is not so dead after all. Then Snoopert finds a Dragon Ball and leads them to the next temple. Apparently, restoring the power brought the bird back to its senses, and then they had to fight the Ice Dragon. While restoring another Emerald, Gooby Snoober gets sucked into a wall, then comes back with the biggest brain blast ever. Turns out that Gooby Snoober is actually the key to saving the Earth, and the demon is his biggest nemesis. He's known as the Light Gaia, and the Dark Gaia is the demon. Every year, the Dark Gaia destroys the Earth, and he puts it back together, and it's been like this for years now. But thanks to Eggman and destroying the Earth too soon, the demon has grown unstable, and Snoopert lost all of his memories. Sonic believes that it's because of Snoopert's presence he still has his humanity despite the curse that he's got, but Snoopert reassures him that he's just built different. Then they go to Eggman Land, where they spot the next temple and restore the final Chaos Emerald. Unfortunately, they were too late. Eggman has already built a mech once the demon has fully charged, and they fight him in the Earth's core. Oh goody, more beautifully rendered cutscenes. So Eggman gets punted into nowhere. Then the Dark Gaia strips Sonic of all of his negative power, which makes him even more powerful than he already was, which reverts Sonic back to his original self. Then Snoopert finally achieves Mint Gumball status, using his status to bring all of the temples into one place. But apparently this seems to be only the half of it, as the darkness would soon consume the entirety of Earth, thanks to Dark Gaia finally regaining its true power. Now with this true power, it makes itself way more ugly than it already was. I mean, it's not like this thing was already scarier enough, but hey, we gotta be more scarier for the children, because this is a kid's game, and we gotta scare children. And with that, the evil has finally put to rest. At least until the next few years. Snoober is deeply distraught by the state that Sonic is currently in, and he wishes for him to not die and live on forever. So consequently, he decides to bring him back to the surface of the Earth, putting his own life as friend. He then watches as his friend, who's considered special to him, float safely to the surface as he continues to remain in the core, knowing that his century-long objective is now complete. When Sonic makes it back to the surface, he discovers that his friend is no longer with him, but will forever be in his heart and through the main gumball ring in his hand. He keeps this forever. He always makes sure that he treasures every moment he spends on Earth, because he knows that it's him loving his friend. I can't come up with any other notes, so I'll let Pickle do the talking.
We cannot live without the night. We all must sleep. We all must rest. Darkness is a part of our world, just the same as light. It may be that the darkness has not been destroyed, but merely laid to rest. It grows strong over the eons, rises up, then is put to slumber by the light. Perhaps that is the true balance of dark and light Gaia. That balance may be the very will of the planet itself.